get on here on the way home from work and say hi to everybody. I hope y'all had a good one. So yesterday and today are the first 2 days that I've been able to go back to work because we got so much, I would say more ice than snow. And so my car was stuck in the snow for days. And I put things off so I wasn't prepared. Now the good Lord, He is awesome. And so I did have the ability to shuffle on my feet and walk up into town, and there was a store open, so I was able to get some water and stuff like that. I think I'll be more prepared when the weatherman says there's going to be snow and ice, because my car is so low to the ground. I ended up in, it was just a sheet of ice up to the bottom of my car. I couldn't get out. I was stuck for days. Y'all know how it is. Like, you go to work every day and you're like, oh my gosh, all I want is a day off. Maybe the weekend off. I just want 2 days off in a row. I've said that so many times, but then this happened. Oh gosh, there's a big hole in the road. So then I was like, oh my goodness, now I have cabin fever. I have to go to work. I want to go to work. So, but anyway, I think the worst has passed us at this point. And I was really glad to get back to work. So, my name is Melanie. My birthday is in a couple of days. And I sell manufactured homes and tiny homes. Some used manufactured homes if we get a trade-in. Do have one RV that's for sale right now. But for the most part, people come to me to look for a house, and then they will either pay cash or put 5% down and finance it. And there's several different options with that, because you can finance a chattel loan, which means it's just the house. You can do a land in lieu, so that means that you're going to use your land as a down payment. You own the land. Or you can do a land home package, which means you can find land you love, or I can refer you to a realtor for land. You get the land contract, bring it to me, and we can do a land home package for you. You definitely don't want to go and find land and finance land and then come to me and want to finance a house, because then your debt to income ratio is going to be pretty high because you just purchased land. So it's better if you do those together. Roads have cleared up a lot. Woo. There's some like holes in the road, I guess from like the snow trucks and stuff that have been trying to clear the roads. Maybe they've knocked some patches that they had filled holes in. But anyway, so what do I sell the most of in a manufactured home? Usually a solitaire. So that was my core product. That is when I got hired on to sell manufactured homes. Our location was mainly to sell a solitaire manufactured home. They are definitely tanks. They're heavy. They are built to last. They will definitely outlive me. And since then, there's been some other brands integrated into what I sell now also. Some Claytons. There's a lot of different layers to a Clayton home too. I try to explain that to people. So you have a True, you have a Clayton built in Bonham, batten walls, which means it is sheetrock. However, it is a very thin sheetrock and it has wallpaper over it, and then the cracks that are the seams, right, where the panels are put together, they are actually put in each of those seams, and they get a pin nail, boom, 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 and then do the entire house that way. And so Clayton also has, let me turn the radio off, has a really good line that is built in Athens, Texas. That is our NXT Claytons. Very popular. They're tape and textured. The texture on the walls is pretty flat, so there's not a lot of, texture design on the walls on the sheetrock. So it's pretty smooth. And you've got some accent walls, and Claytons do have a tendency of having darker trim. Pantries with like barn doors, things of that nature. And then you have your Waco 2s. So that is going to be a higher end Clayton. So the Atlas, for example, is going to have an archway going from the kitchen into the den, which is the second living room with a fireplace. It's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, or you can take that den with the fireplace out of there. It can be a 5-bedroom. You've got hard surfaces in your kitchen on the countertops, excuse me. Really nice appliances, usually LG or Samsung. Big closet. Really pretty houses, 8.5 foot ceilings. The crown molding in the Waco 2s are beautiful. So the Atlas, the LCAP, those are a couple that are really popular. And then there is the Jessup houses. So I sell those also. They are board and batten houses. However, there are a few floor plans that you can order blue nail. So what blue nail basically means is that you're ordering the house at the factory to have sheetrock. Hang on, there's ice. Ooh, okay, so you're ordering the house, but you want sheetrock. So normally you're going to get, your beautiful Jessup with board and batten walls delivered to your property. They're going to marry it together. Someone will come out and do the trim out. But it looks together, right? I mean, there's some loose bats and trim, and they've got to marry it together with lag bolts and all of that good stuff. When you do a blue nail, it'll get to your property and you might flip out for a hot second because you're going to be like, what is up with my house? Well, rest easy if you end up and you go that route because you love the floor plan so much. You want it to be sheetrock. What will happen at that point at an additional cost is that a contractor will come out. They're going to tape and texture the house for you, paint it. They're going to trim it out, and then you will have your beautiful Jessup that is likely going to be the Titanium Series. And that baby is going to have tape and textured walls, honey. And let me tell you something. One of our Jessups has a 91-inch shower. And then another really popular floor plan is the Player. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, very big house. It's definitely a great house for hosting. Let's see. Okay, and so then there is another popular manufacturer that I sell, and that is called New Vision. The Charleston is one of the more popular. I would say either the Charleston or the Josh. The Josh is a relatively new floor plan, but either way, New Vision does it big. They have, elevated ceilings in the living room, and lots of cabinet space, countertop space, a mudroom area, which is really good. In the kitchen, in the Josh, you actually have a, my mom's calling me, it's okay. Let me tell her that I'll text her back or just swing by our house. So anyway, so the Josh actually has a cute little wine refrigerator. Yes, in the kitchen. It's too cute. Huge island. So the corners in every room are bullnose from the top of where the two panels meet down almost probably about 2 inches before it hits the baseboard. Big bedrooms. You have the really pretty freestanding bathtubs. Oh yeah, another thing with the Claytons, they do have the shower towers. It's pretty nice, but the New Visions do have a very large shower, a tile shower, and then a big bathtub. It can be a 72-inch deck tub or a freestanding one. And the Charleston actually has a porch, so you have a front door. The porch is kind of like an L. So you'll have a front door you can walk in, or you can walk around the porch to a sliding glass door that will open up into your dining room. That is a very popular house, by the way. And then when you go like through the sliding glass door, you're in your kitchen. It's completely at the opposite end of the house. So no kids, nobody's going to be running through your kitchen. You're going to kind of be tucked away doing your thing. Go into your living room, and then your back door and laundry room is off to the right with two beautiful barn doors. You go down the hall, a couple more bedrooms, a bathroom for the guests or kids, and then at the very end you have the primary suite, and it is sweet because it has double door barn doors in or going into bathroom. It is just a super duper cute house. It really is. Let's see. If I'm getting back to, what I know the most about, and that's the solitaires. A solitaire double wide is always going to come standard with 2x6 exterior walls. Always, hands down. You don't have to upgrade that. You're always going to have 2x6 exterior walls in a double wide. The single wides in any house or any single wide is going to have 2x4s. However, Clayton in Bonham, Texas, it does sell a single wide that you can actually upgrade to 2x6s. So that's pretty fancy. And they really have come out with a really nice brand. Again, I know I keep going back to them. I guess, I'm a little soft on Clayton because, they have 8 years of my life. I started the entire manufactured home business in, a warehouse. Like when I first started, the first thing I did was, so they started me out as a dapper, so board and batten walls, and you're given this dap, and you have to dap all the holes in the panels, and I done final finish, so you're cleaning it up, and you're getting it ready to leave the location and go to its forever property. So that's where I started. After that, I ended up, and I went to the Formica room, and I spent quite some time in there. I done all the countertops in every house. We would do like 6 houses every day, and imagine how many countertops are in those houses, and you have an hour to roll the line, and it was busy, let me tell you. But I loved it, and I loved the people, and I learned how to build cabinets, and ended up in a management role. And later on, I ended up and stepped down out of that and became a trainer. And so I would work with new people who came in through orientation, and I would train them on gun safety, how to load a gun, how to put nails in a gun, how to use a saw, a table saw, a hand saw, all that good stuff. Biohazardous material, all of those things. I taught them all of that. So, and then my last little bit of time that I had there, worked in a department with Mr. Brad Horton. I remember him well. Very good man. He is a preacher. And anyway, I'd done all of the plumbing under all of the houses. And you have to understand, at this point in time in my life, so COVID was happening, right? And I think we were down to a few days a week. And there's just something in you, I was there off and on for about 8 years. So it was time, and I knew that, it was time for me to go. And as sad as it was, because that Clayton and Bonham, Texas has my heart forever and always. I left, and I didn't know what I was going to do. And so I went to work at a marketing company, and they took care of me. They really did. And our largest customer was Frontier, and they blew up too fast, and there was a lot of issues there. So all of North Texas got shut down. And so by the grace of God, I was given this opportunity to become a salesperson in a career and business that, my goodness, I can show a person how to build one from the bottom up. So now I get to put in my knowledge and what I do know when it comes to building a house, a manufactured home, and sell one. And so this career that I'm in now, I think is more rewarding because, yes, I've been through all of those stages in my life where I have built them, but you don't really feel what the customer feels when they get that house, right? In a warehouse when you're building them. But that experience that you get when they are at your desk and you are sitting there and picking colors to their house, and their little babies are so excited. I have a really special couple that just bought the Charleston, and the little girl, she's so cute. She's like 2. She might be 3. I don't think she's even 3. But anyway, she loves her bathroom. And that's all she kept saying was, oh my goodness, I love my bathroom. It's Melanie. Oh my God, anyway, she's so cute. Now someone else is calling me. I'm never off work, that's for sure. So anyway, I know I can ramble and ramble and ramble, and long story short, because I'm a rambler, that's what I do. So I sell manufactured homes and tiny homes, used homes, yes. And we do have land for sale in Kingston, Oklahoma also. We do, like I said, chattel loans, which is just a house. We can do a land in lieu, which is you are using your land as the down payment. Or you can do a land home package together. And if anyone is out there and needs a home, we service all of Oklahoma and Texas. There's some really beautiful land over in Celeste, Texas. There is a couple more lots available in Ravenna, Texas. I'm trying to think. We do have a lot of lots in Kingston, Oklahoma, starting at like $39,000 and ranging up to about $59,000. I'm telling you, Texas land is much higher. So, but anyway, I look forward to potentially us having our little talks every day as I drive home. I drive about 45 minutes home. I got on here a little bit late. I wanted to make sure that I was able to get a mount so that I'm not distracted on the roads or anything, but y'all have really made my travel home seem very quick because I'm almost there. So anyway, I will be back on here tomorrow. I really hope that you support my channel. I'm trying to get it up and going. If you're looking for a house or some land, just give me a shout. I'm open every day until 5:30, and then usually of the evening, and then I take appointments even on my day off. So I'm always available. So if anyone is looking for a house, just private message me or leave a comment below. I'll reach out to you. Just remember, I do service Texas and Oklahoma. The transport companies are licensed in those two states. It's a little bit more difficult for a person to get the work done that they need to get done. For example, the trim out and like if there's any service work that needs to be done, it's a little harder if you're too far away. So we try to kind of stay in that range. Now, if you was to be out of state and I got an okay to sell the house to you out of state, I could put that exterior AC unit in there so that it's delivered with your house. However, you would have to most likely find your own contractors and stuff like that, because we don't know a lot about any other states but those two. So anyway, thank you so much for the 2 thumbs up, and I appreciate you guys for watching. I'll be back on here again tomorrow, and I've still got to figure out how to end the live because I'm driving and I don't want to be, doing 2 things. So, I gotta figure this out. If not, I guess you guys will just drive over to my mom's house with me. I have to check on her and her little dog, Ethel. She's got a cute little chihuahua. And Ethel is a chihuahua, but she is no little girl. She weighs like 20 pounds. She's a little healthy mamacita. So again, my name's Melanie. It was an honor to see that a few people have, joined in and listened to me babble. You guys have definitely given me the company that I needed to be able to relax and get home tonight. So I thank you for that. And I will be back on here tomorrow. And I am going to try to figure out how to turn this off. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. Let's see. So the roads were actually pretty good. Oh, I missed the turn. Oh well, it's okay. I don't want to slam on my brakes. The roads were actually really good. It's like now I'm like in town where I live. Okay, this is not bad, because in town, like, they did not treat our area at all. Not at all. It was crazy. Like, no sand, no salt. So it was just like a sheet of ice that you're literally like driving on. I think I need to go up this way because I have to go a certain direction in her neighborhood so that I'm not the wrong way. And try to figure out how to turn this off. I want y'all to have a good night. Let's see. Is that how it... Let me see. Are you sure you want to stop? No, I'm not sure because I like these people and I'm gonna have friends, my drive home buddies. But yes, I need to. Okay, bye y'all.